And now, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rimes.
All right, welcome to the show. Thanks for spending some time with us here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty, always helping you win in your real estate deals, buying, selling, investing, helping you win in 80 different categories of consumer advocacy here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team. We have special guest Avery Rose in studio. She's representing Murphy Auto Group, sitting in for Mike Murphy, who you normally hear on the program. And we're going to talk with her today about the company and also some of the hurricane relief. Actually, give us a little teaser, Avery. What are we going to discuss here today?
Right, so we're actually currently running at the all-new Genesis of Tampa a hurricane relief supply drive that we'll be taking over to Jamaica in partnership with Grable Rescue. And we have a couple other really fun promotions that we're running this month that we'd love to tell you about. Nice.
Yeah, Grable Rescue doing a great job over there. Brian Stern, the whole team. Right. Also Will's Way Foundation. And yeah, what a great group of folks and Americans helping Americans overseas. I love their kind of slogan. What is it? Speed of need. Mm-hmm. Yeah, speed of need, operating at the speed of need. So need is there, and it's got to be now, because when you have a hurricane blow through or, all these different issues that happen, they help people from Afghanistan on some of the Biden pullout over there, leaving all these Americans behind. So, love that. So good topics there. Also, Jeff Hoffman joining us in studio, mortgage expert, contributor, very knowledgeable and well-respected mortgage loan originator right here in Tampa Bay, nationwide residential capital. I want to get his take on the market, what he's seeing out there. Might be a great time to refinance your properties as well. You look at a lot of people have credit card debt. You think about that household interest rate. What's the overall interest rate on all your debt? Put all that together and maybe take out a home equity line or maybe refinance it. So we'll talk about that. Also purchasing, utilizing the U.S. You've got the VA, FHA, USDA, all these different loan programs. What's happening with the government shutdown? How's that affecting the industry? I hear that there might be some shakeups there in that industry as well. All right, a couple of hot listings and we'll jump right into it. We got a new listing here on the 7154 Shoreline. This is the Weeki Wachee Marina. We've got a commercial listing at the Weeki Wachee Marina, 7154 Shoreline Boulevard in Weeki Wachee, Florida, up there by the Mermaids. You've got 3/4 acre lot, waterfront business. You have access to the Weeki Wachee River, Gulf of Mexico there as well. You've got multiple income streams coming in from this property: john boat, kayak, paddleboard rentals, dock space as well for commercial vessels and private vessel storage. You also have retail building, the retail sales. Now you're selling fishing and boating supplies, on-site ice machine, generating income. You also have opportunity for a on-site manager to live on the premises or potentially rent that out as a separate Airbnb short-term rental. And you also have a long-standing team in place with their service and repair operations, and authorized Suzuki servicer providing motor repair as well. So great opportunity at 7154 Shoreline Boulevard, Weeki Wachee, Florida. Buy some real estate, invest in real estate, maybe utilize a 1031 exchange, take advantage of the tax advantages there as well. All right, we got a property here at 12941 Wildflower Meadow Drive in Riverview. This one is another beautiful single-family home, 5 bedrooms, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage, just under 3,000 square feet, located in beautiful Triple Creek. It's a vibrant Riverview community, 990 acres of planned development, and you have a nature preserve surrounding you as well, 1,200-acre preserve, spacious primary ensuite as well. First floor, you have split floor plan here, stainless steel appliances, tile flooring, dark cabinetry, dark cherry wood cabinetry there, beautiful property. And if you look at all the community elements there, tennis and basketball courts, beautiful pools, huge clubhouse for all your fun parties, 12941 Wildflower Meadow Drive, Riverview, Florida. And you can see all of our real estate listings and search the MLS at consumerqb.com. And you can also see all of our radio and TV show expert contributors at consumerqb.com. He's just made in America. All right, yeah, a lot of good stuff happening. Florida Doge also up to $1.5 billion in wasteful spending that they've identified, wasteful and excessive spending in terms of 9 local municipalities. So only 9 local municipalities have found $1.5 billion of wasteful spending. And that is going to be highlighting the efforts and the reason why we can have this proposed legislation. It's actually going to be a constitutional amendment. You'd have to 60%. You'd have to have over 60% of the vote to reduce property tax or eliminate property taxes is what we want to do on primary residences here in Florida. So make sure you educate your friends, your family, your neighbors. Let them know that is what we want to have happen here throughout the state of Florida. All right, let's welcome in Avery Rose. She is the marketing coordinator for Murphy Auto Group. Our friend Mike Murphy. Welcome in, Avery.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Yeah, and I love the idea, the conversations around hurricane relief. You got the test drive for turkeys as well going on, and the new Genesis rollout must be really exciting too.
Right, super exciting. Exciting.
Yeah, how are things going on that Genesis rollout? Things good?
Awesome. They've been going great. We've been just seeing so much love from our community, which is awesome. We're still trying to get the word out there as much as possible. So 801 East Bears Avenue, come visit us right off exit 53. But it's been great, and I've really enjoyed working with them so far.
Yeah, Mike said a lot of the, you can tell a lot by the people trading in vehicles. He said a lot of Mercedes or all different types of high-end luxury cars.
Oh, yeah,
coming
absolutely. The big thing with Genesis is redefining luxury, and that's what we try to do with Genesis of Tampa. I feel like it's an up-and-coming brand as far as luxury car market. Like you said, like Mercedes maybe has a little bit more market share right now, but I feel like Genesis is going to get bigger and bigger as we go.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love that. We're actually in the market right now for a bigger SUV since the growing family got a couple of youngins. So you got to have that big SUV, and then you got to have the storage to put all the stuff in the back, the luggage. So Mike's helping us out with a deal on that.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, tell us a little bit about the Hurricane Relief Supply Drive.
Yeah, of course. So, Tampa residents, of course, are no stranger to what a hurricane can do, the devastation that it can cause. And at Genesis of Tampa, we are dedicated to our C3 commitment. So that's our promise to love on our customers, our community, and our charities. That being said, we knew that we had to play our part and lend a helping hand to the people in Jamaica. So we partnered with Grable Rescue to set up a hurricane relief supply drive. The drop-off point is at Genesis of Tampa, so 801 East Bears Avenue, again, right off of exit 53. And you can just come by, drop off really anything that you have on hand. This could be non-perishables, water bottles, clothing, blankets, hurricane relief supply kits, and we will work with Grable Rescue to get those transported straight to Jamaica.
Yeah, everything's in need. You think about, of course, disposable diapers, toothbrushes, all the different deodorants.
Anything and everything.
Yeah, wipes, baby wipes, things like that.
Oh, yeah, totally. I mean, if you look at the photos, they have nothing right now, really.
Terrible.
So it's important to send really anything you can.
I saw a commercial with, I think it's Franklin Graham's TV, or on TV, I saw a commercial, Franklin Graham, Samaritan person. It had, some videos rolling of what his organization's doing, and it's devastating down there.
Yeah, no, it's really horrible to see, especially like the before and after. So, that's why it's so important. We're really harping on it so much because, no donation is really too small. Anything you have, if you have something in your garage that maybe you're not using right now, like any household item, really.
Yeah, that's important. I love that. So 801 East Bears, Genesis, Tampa. Also, you have Test Drive for Turkeys coming up. Tell us about that.
So this is running all through November. With Thanksgiving coming up, we like to do something special again for our community in the name of our C3 commitment. So if you come in anytime in November, test drive any vehicle, let us appraise yours, you'll walk away with a gift card that's enough to cover a holiday turkey or ham for you and the family.
Nice.
And this is at any Miracle dealership as well. So if you're in North Augusta, if you're in Augusta, Haines City, Florida, or Tampa, any Murphy Auto Group dealership, we're running this again all month.
I like that. MyMiracleAdvantage.com.
MyMiracleAdvantage.com.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
That's great. And we talked to Mike over the years, and he definitely has a heart for the community. And
absolutely.
And I forget too that he grows out his hair and he gives the locks away.
Yeah.
For locks of love or one of those.
Over and over. And
I forgot which one. Yeah. Multiple times. Yeah. So what a great guy. Does a great job with that, and giving back to the community. And I know. So I love that. So all you have to do is go test drive one of the vehicles and get an appraisal on your current vehicle, and you get a turkey or gift card for a turkey.
Yep, turkey or holiday ham.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. Tell us a little bit about what else you do there, marketing coordinator. What's going on over there, Murphy Auto Group?
So I have another promotion that I would really have to shout out. Veterans Day is coming up, which obviously is really important to celebrate and honor those that have served. So if you sign up for a test drive, again, on November 11th, Veterans Day, you actually get a free T-shirt. I have one right here that I'd like to show.
Oh, good.
And we made them getting it on camera. We made them specifically for Florida.
I like it.
They've got like the Murphy Auto Group logo, but again, any Miracle dealership, Genesis of Tampa as well, we've got these to hand out. So just come by on November 11th, test drive again any vehicle, and we'll hand this out for you if you just like to rep.
I love that. Yeah, and you got a great team over there. You go out and
incredible. Yeah,
you're gonna have a team that's gonna give you an appraisal on your vehicle, make a good deal for you, fair deal, solid deal, and you have multiple locations. How many different locations now does Mike's team have?
So we have 7.
7 locations.
Yes,
that's awesome. Yeah, 7 locations now, and Mike's been a longtime friend of the show. I know he's friends, of course, with Captain Will Smith and the whole Will's Way Foundation, and doing a lot in the community. So check them out online, mymiracleadvantage.com. We're talking with Avery Rose. She's the marketing coordinator here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and I'm your host, Brandon Rimes. We talk a little bit about real estate too. I want to go out and throw some of the latest statistics here. So Pinellas County, when you think about the real estate market here in Pinellas County, it's been a little bit, it's kind of a tale of two different property types too. When you think about condos are still in a very tough position. Condos are much more difficult to sell right now. There's complications there. You got HOA fees and a lot of challenges in the condo market. So I'm going to look at Pinellas County non-distressed residential properties. These are single family homes, townhomes, duplex, things like that, but not condos. Okay, so right now, currently active listings, as of our latest data here in Tampa Bay, we've got in Pinellas County, 7,551 active listings. That's about a 19%. Divide that by 1,428 sold. So 7,500 divided by the 1,400 plus sold, that gives us a 19% absorption rate. So in other words, 19% absorption rate, meaning that's the speed in which the active listings are being sold, contracted, closed, and sold. Now, if you divide that out, that gives us a 5.3 month supply of inventory, and that falls kind of pretty much in line with what we call a balanced market, pretty balanced between 5 and 7 months. Now, there's a couple different schools of thought there. If you're at 6 months, you're real balanced, but then 7 months is going to be, over on the buy side or the seller's market side. Seller's market inventory there when you look at that. But 5.3 balanced right now. I think it's balanced. And if you look at also, if you take that into account what recently happened in New York, I mean, look at I want to play this clip here. This was a clip from, I think it was Brandon Tatum commenting on, and you hear the clip from Zohran Mamdani being elected up in New York City. I want to play this clip and kind of, just think about what this gentleman is saying here.
So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up.
And I just want to comment too. It's amazing how the city election in New York, he's just commenting on Trump. I mean, Trump has nothing to do with that city other than being the president in the country. And these guys just, it seems like their whole party has focused in on Trump when he's doing great deals across the globe, trade deals and things of that nature, helping our economy, trying to even out the playing field. Even the auto industry, if you think about what he's doing with these tariffs, it's onshoring. We're bringing manufacturing back to the United States. So these guys are totally off base. They have no real world knowledge. He's never ran a business. He's never owned a business. He's only been a political organizer, essentially a community organizer and assemblyman.
We will hold bad landlords to account, because the Donald Trumps of our city have grown far too comfortable taking advantage of their tenants.
So now it's the whole side of, let's demonize the property owner versus the tenant. So let's say the bad landlords, let's create a division there, and let's create saying that the landlords are taking advantage of the tenants. And I'm sure there's some one-offs and things of that nature where you have bad people in every different line of work or every situation. But he's just simply attacking, at some of the rallies, it's like tax the rich, tax the rich. The rich are already taxed a lot, and that's what you're going to see. Now you're going to see a lot of New Yorkers, especially the millionaire, billionaire class, moving to the state of Florida. It's going to be another exodus that we're finding.
We will put an end to the culture of corruption that has allowed billionaires like Trump to evade taxation and exploit tax breaks.
It's called the tax code. Again, that's what the tax code is. If you're investing in real estate, you're investing in businesses, you're building, they're getting taxed in a lot of different ways, not just the income tax, what he's talking about. But, again, he's talking about things that he doesn't really fully understand because he's never ran or owned a business, never signed the front of a paycheck.
We will stand alongside unions and expand labor protections because we know.
All the major unions, by the way, endorsed Trump this last round. So, and you're finding that as well. So, all right, quick break, right back. We're going to talk more with Avery Rose here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. She's the marketing coordinator for Murphy Auto Group, longtime friend of the show, mymiracleadvantage.com. Check them out online. Support their hurricane relief supply drive going on right now. You can drop off over at Genesis of Tampa, 801 East Bears. Great location, awesome luxury brand. Got to check them out. Quick break, right back. More here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Follow us online. We'd love to connect with you at Brandon Rimes1, at CQB Show. And please subscribe to our Rumble and YouTube channel, Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Thanks for listening to my daddy's show. Please make sure to send him all of your real estate deals and subscribe to the Consumer Quarterback Show podcast on iTunes and Spotify. Or check out our YouTube channel. Have a blessed day.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com.
Did you know that we buy houses cash? We can close quickly for a all-cash offer on your real estate properties, residential, commercial, even vacant land. We'll buy your property cash. No cleaning, no showings, and no hassles. You can even possibly stay in your home post-closing. Call Brandon at 813-917-1894. Submit the email at consumerqb.com or call 813-917-1894. consumerqb.com. We buy houses cash and fast.
Attention business owners, did you know we have 100% financing options available? Our no money down program offers 100% financing for business owners. If you are currently leasing your commercial space, you can purchase real estate for no money down. Additionally, the program offers money for working capital, equipment, and business fixtures. You can even pay off current business debt. Reach out at 813-917-1894. Call or text 813-917-1894. BRimes at kw.com. And that is our 100% financing, no money down program for business owners. We would love to help you buying, selling, or investing in real estate. 813-917-1894. BRimes at kw.com. Ours Creole Smokehouse, the official Pinellas County restaurant partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. Say hello to Doug Clark, chef and owner Doug Clark, 310 East Tarpon Avenue, Tarpon Springs, ourscreole.com. Ours Creole Smokehouse, 310 East Tarpon Avenue, Tarpon Springs, ourscreole.com. Excellent food, wonderful ambiance. Say hello to our friend Doug Clark. If you're facing an insurance claim, don't just trust the insurance company to have your best interests at heart. This is Brandon Rimes, Consumer Quarterback Show. Reach out to rightwaypa.com, our friend Derek Coble at rightwaypa.com. Looking to level up your sales game? With 20 plus years of coaching experience spanning across several industries, Lindsay Rimes helps everyone from entry-level reps to seasoned business owners boost sales, improve work-life balance, and retain top talent with customized options catered to personal, group, or corporate settings. Brandon and Lindsay Rimes offer training on negotiation strategy, business development, and more. Let's grow your business together. Call 813-917-1894. That's 813-917-1894. Submit an email at consumerqb.com.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-917-1894.
All right, here we go. Consumer Quarterback Show. Platinum MVP team. Keller Williams Realty got a hot listing here at 9914 Ala Vista Drive, Gibsonton, Florida. I love this listing. It's $1 million listing. We've got 3-bedroom, 3-bath, 1922 square feet. This is an elevated stilt home at the end of a quiet street. Have you ever wanted to own your own waterfront property? Here's your opportunity. You've got a 12,000-pound boat lift, 1,000-pound jet ski lift, RV parking, all tucked under securely under the behind a private electric gate, fully solar powered, updated panels. You also have a 50-year galvanized standing seam metal roof, hurricane shutters, professional landscaping, and custom exterior lighting. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1922 square feet at 9914 Ala Vista Drive, Gibsonton, Florida. Beautiful property. Check out that beautiful waterfront view. Great opportunity to buy real estate right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. Compliments of the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. We also have land for sale. Let's take a look at one of our land listings here. Which one do we want to look at? South Taylor Road, Seffner. Let's take a look at South Taylor. This one is acreage in Seffner, Florida. 2.4 acres, allows for zoning up to 6 units potentially. So you could talk to the zoning, find out what you can actually put on there. High and dry in a flood zone. No flood zone. A flood zone X requires no flood insurance. But again, the caveat is you want to independently check that, and you might want to have flood insurance anyways. Prime vacant land in one of Hillsborough's fastest growing communities, South Taylor Road, Seffner, Florida, close to I-4, I-75. Great opportunity to buy real estate, buy and build, and a great investment right now in the state of Florida. You can see all of our real estate listings at platinummvpteam.kw.com. And you can see all of our radio, TV show expert contributors at consumerqb.com. This is God's country. Okay, we're in studio here with Avery Rose, and we're talking about the Hurricane Relief Supply Drive. And you had a recent success story and something that, like, right now happening.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So just to kind of demonstrate the scale of what we've got going on right now, this last Friday, so October 31st, we were reached out to by One Mission Disaster Response. They're a nonprofit based in Sarasota, and they basically gave us a call and said, we have an entire trailer's worth of supplies that we want to donate. How can we make this work? You know, we're going to get it to you tomorrow. And so they drove up from Sarasota. They helped us load all of our supplies that we collected from walk-ins onto their trailer, and then drove another hour or so to the hangar that we have with Grable to transport everything. It's really incredible to see the way that charity can bring that kind of just people together.
Yeah.
From our community and from different communities. You know, we've got people coming from Sarasota, people, driving quite the length to come bring supplies for a good cause. It's, again, been amazing to see, and we're still getting donations, walk-ins every single day, so come by,
awesome.
drop something off. We really appreciate everybody's effort.
801 East Bears Avenue, Genesis of Tampa. Say hello to Mike Murphy, Avery Rose at Murphy Auto Group. Drop off any hurricane supply relief and Grable Rescue. Shout out to them. Shout out to Captain Will Smith, Will's Way Foundation as well. And are they taking it from that hangar right there in Tampa?
Correct.
The TIA?
Correct. Yep.
Yeah.
Flying it out from right there.
That was an awesome gala last year. I don't know if you went to that gala. It was pretty cool. We're planning the gala this year. I was just talking to Will. Again, we raised money for hurricane relief and helped some families. There was a family with some kids sleeping on the floor, and built some beds for them and brought in some furniture. But yeah, it's interesting to see. And we kind of talked a little bit about this between break. But how many groups are when it's the other way around, flying stuff up here to Florida, how many Haitian groups, I wonder how many Jamaican groups are flying things up to us. But, we're the Americans. We're the ones helping out. We're the Christians a lot of times, the Christian conservatives, helping out around the world, doing good in the community. But still, you got one element of the American political system that demonizes Americans and, says we're bad things about us. But, hey, we're doing good, man. We're doing God's work. And that's a great job over there, Avery. Final thoughts. Back to you.
Once again, we've got test drive for turkeys going on, so please stop by anytime this month if you're looking for holiday turkey or ham. We would love people to sign up for the Veterans Day test drives. We want as many people repping as possible, as many people, honoring our served around Tampa, around Florida, or honoring those who served around Tampa, around Florida. So that would be great. And then stop by and bring a donation for the next few weeks. We're running this indefinitely as of now. We'll have another transportation method coming in soon, another trailer's worth probably of supplies coming in soon as well. So any effort is really appreciated. And
it costs money. That avgas is expensive to flies those supplies down.
Right. So donate to Grable Rescue as well. They are raising money currently for jet fuel to not only bring Americans out of Jamaica that are stuck, but also to fly supplies in. So
all right. Good stuff. Thanks for coming in, Avery.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. All right, coming up, we're going to talk with Jeff Hoffman, mortgage loan originator right here in Tampa Bay. Shop with the local economy, work with our local experts, nationwide residential capital. Coming up, Jeff Hoffman on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, I'm Ken Shamrock, and you're here with Consumer Quarterback Show. And I say, Brandon Rhymes, knock out your competition.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. You're You're listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rimes, and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
All right, welcome back. Brandon Rimes here, Consumer Quarterback Show. Jeff Hoffman joining us in studio, mortgage loan originator here in Tampa Bay. He's the owner of Nationwide Residential Capital and a top mortgage lender in the Tampa Bay area. We're going to talk about the number one misnomer in real estate, especially specifically to the mortgage side. We'll talk about that. Also, a recent trip that he took up to one of his major partners on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We'll talk about that. Also, Gray Bull Rescue, shout out to them, helping out a lot of folks down in Jamaica. And our holiday party coming up as well. December 4th, Dave. Let's talk about that. We got the Crown and Bull Restaurant, 319 Main Street in Dunedin. Got Santa Claus going to be there, I hear.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yeah, he's going to be showing up there. Dion Falzone, the owner of Crown and Bull Restaurant, is fantastic. His staff is going to be taking care of everything for us with the light appetizers as well. And that is, like I said, December 4th at 6:30 p.m. Come wearing your festive colors. Bring some family if you like. Santa Claus is going to be making an appearance here with photo ops, so it's going to be a great time. Come on down. Share some cheers.
Last time of the year to meet with our team, say hello, and come on out and fellowship, network, and we'll have some fun over there. All right, a couple of hot listings. We'll jump right into it here with Jeff Hoffman in studio with us, Consumer Quarterback Show, powered by the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. We've got some land for sale, 3314 Fernleaf Drive, Hernando Beach. Vacant lot on the waterfront. You have a lot available, access to the Gulf. You got mangroves there, double lot that has exceptional value and space. No HOA or CDD or deed restrictions. So freedom with options to rent there, build a seawall, solid seawall in place, about 80 feet long. So build your dream home on this vacant canvas here, vacant lot for sale, 3314 Fernleaf Drive, Hernando Beach, Florida. Great opportunity to buy real estate. The lot size is 82 by 100, has public water service already brought to the lot corner. Great opportunity to buy real estate right here in beautiful Tampa Bay, Florida. 118 Lakeshore Drive East, Palm Harbor, Florida. Single-family home on the lake, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. 1740 square feet, quarter-acre lot, 180-degree views of the Gulf of Mexico. And, Jeff, this is a beautiful property right here in Palm Harbor, right on the lake, Pinellas County. Beautiful property there.
Oh, it is, right on the water. Look at that. I ran some numbers on this house, too. I mean, you can put 5% down on this house, and your total payment, including tax and insurance, right around $6,000.
Okay.
Total, out the door.
$6,000 out the door, and that's with a 5% down payment.
Yeah.
At the full ask? What was the ask price on that? I don't remember.
$839,988.
$839. Okay. So yeah, that's hey, not a bad payment there to live on the waterfront in Palm Harbor. And by the way, taxes might be going away on this property, on all of the Florida properties by year 2027. So that's great. I'm on board with that movement by the Florida legislature. Governor DeSantis trying to have a constitutional amendment. Take 60% of the vote to get a property tax, basically a constitutional amendment to remove property taxes. I mean, that would be great for Florida real estate.
It is on the ballot next November.
It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be great. The challenge with that is that there are some nefarious players throughout the state of Florida that are putting out like 8 different competing bills. So only one can be or should be voted on. What their plan is to flood the zone, put in like 8 different versions. Do you want it slow implemented, or do you want it just for primary residents? Do you want, instead of just one simple bill that says, do you want to eliminate property taxes on primary residences? That would be a slam dunk, I think. But they're going to try to dilute the vote. Who knows? We'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, so that's another listing there. You can see all of our real estate properties at platinummvpteam.kw.com, and you can see all of our radio, TV show, expert contributors' contact information at consumerqb.com. All right, we got Jeff Hoffman in studio with us, mortgage loan originator, and man, what's new in the mortgage industry?
Oh man, rates are doing well. Rates are doing well, right?
Yep.
You know, I always get the phone call, "Hey, how are rates since the Fed's cut the Fed rate?" Right?
Right.
And I tell people that the 30-year mortgage rate is not tied to the Fed rate at all.
Exactly.
Right? The Fed rate is your short-term note rates, but what happens is the rates leading up to the Fed cuts, it's already built in, right? So the market's building in that understanding the Feds are going to cut the Fed rate, and the rates decrease considerably up to the point to where the Feds cut the Fed rate.
And then sometimes they'll go up right after the cut, right?
They did, yeah. They do spike because it's like a knee-jerk reaction anytime the Feds talk, and obviously they built into the pricing that the Feds are already going to cut the Fed rate. They do spike afterwards. The knee-jerk reaction wears off, and then they come and balance out like they're starting to do right now.
Yeah, it's interesting to see. So it's mostly based on that long-term bond rates, the 30-year bond, the 10-year bond. Those are what they're basing those on. Tell us about your recent trip you had, man.
Yeah, so I went. UWM, United Wholesale Mortgage, is the largest mortgage lender in the U.S. Not a lot of people know that. They are the largest mortgage lender in the U.S. They're bigger than Rocket. They're the biggest. Corporate headquarters in Pontiac, Michigan, and so they want to come out there because they do a lot of training, a lot of training on all aspects of the mortgage industry, from loans originators to understanding processing to understanding programs to social media. So I was out there for a couple of days visiting them. They want you to try to get out there as much as you can to learn and educate. But yeah, it's awesome to go see how a company that size, the largest mortgage lender in the U.S. operates. I mean, they have a 2 million square foot facility.
Wow.
Yeah, it's and one guy created the entire company, which is unbelievable.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's crazy. Yeah,
they got some of the best rates programs. They can close fast.
They are. I mean, I tell you what, their technology is the best around. I mean, I've been doing this for 24 years, and you compare banks to banks, like as far as technology goes, speed and efficiency. Yes, you can have loans clear to close in a day if you have your stuff together. Obviously, you can't close by law to that 8th day, but literally, on average, if I have a loan with them, on average, my loans are clear to close in about 11 days total.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Talk about speed, efficiency.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Great rates. Now, I like to compare and contrast. So a lot of times you have the big banks. They took the bailout money. These are people that, back in 2008, I mean, the government says, hey, yeah, they're too big to fail. Let's give them all this money. They take our government taxpayer money, and they go out and buy all the best commercial property, corner lot locations, build all these brand new bricks and mortar locations. And then they compete with brokers like you. Can you explain that dynamic a little bit? And what's the difference between a broker, somebody that can actually, get deals done quickly, like you just mentioned?
Sure, yeah. So I love to explain this. I love saying this, right? When you deal with a bank and a direct lender, there's a bunch of guys wearing suits, right? Those guys cost money. And who pays that money? You, the consumers, paying that through fees and interest rates, right? So because I'm a small company, right? Our margins are the lowest in the state of Florida, so my clients always win. So we don't have a bunch of guys wearing suits costing money, and so we have wholesale rates. So the difference is that the bank doesn't pay me my 401k, they don't pay my insurance, they don't do any of that stuff. But what they can offer is lower rates because they don't have all the expenses that a bank has.
Right.
So they asked, being in the business a long time, they say, hey, why wouldn't you go work for a bank? I'm like, because I can do it faster, cheaper, and better for all of my clients, not just 40% of them that banks can do. So if a bank could do it better, faster.
Autonomy to pick and choose programs. A lot of times they're kind of relegated to the basic stuff. They have these one or two types of programs, and that's it. And they just bank on the fact that people are going to buy into the marketing, buy into the TV commercials, and they're going to have their savings there with them. So they say, oh, it's easier, I'll just walk into the bank. No, it's not. You're leaving money on the table. Right?
You are, yeah, because like, for example, USAA, great company, but their brand loyalty is crazy because they don't discount anything for their clients. In Florida, their insurance is a lot for Florida, if they even insure. And they're on their mortgage side of things, their rates on their VA loans are a lot higher than what that a veteran can do if they went to someone like myself.
Wow.
But it's the brand loyalty that people see.
Right.
So there's the marketing, it's the things that they do. Perception's reality.
Yeah.
Right? So that's the thing with these banks, and when they do that, someone needs to really step aside and really talk to someone that can save them money for sure.
So we're talking with Jeff Hoffman here. He's a local company, work with the good guys right here in Tampa Bay. Nationwide Residential Capital, nationwiderc.com is the website, consumerqb.com. You can see links there to all of our expert contributors. And we talk a lot about supporting that local economy, because when you do, that's more money back into our local community. A lot of these companies are big, huge companies. They're based in other cities, other states, and it's not supporting necessarily the local economy like you want to do. Now more than ever, it really is important to do that. So another topic to get into is, by the way, has the shutdown affected any of the loan programs? I hear maybe USDA has been affected. That's the rural loan program.
That is, yeah, that has been affected by the shutdown for sure because of the shutdown. But most of your programs haven't had a slowdown yet.
Okay.
Yeah, we haven't been affected that way. Sometimes with the banks have put into policies to help expedite things. If you can't get what's called the tax returns or tax transcripts from the IRS, they put in policies to basically kind of waive that issue that they have, because if it's shut down, you can't get it. But
right.
But yeah, no. It's fortunately for us that the slowdown hasn't hurt us at all.
What, Jeff? Also, another question: what's the number one misnomer in the mortgage industry?
I would have to say down payment. I mean, I still think it's crazy. I've been doing this for 24 years, and people still think that they have to put 20% down to buy a house. And the reality is you get 100% financing with VA and USA, and FHA actually has 100% financing now too. Or you can do. I have a 1% down program with a conventional loan. Wow. So I mean, FHA is 3.5%, but there's a lot of conventional loans that are 3%. So I would say that in credit, people think that you have to have like excellent super credit to get a house, and you don't. You can have, you can down below the 580s with an FHA loan.
Wow.
So yeah, you don't have to have super credit. So credit is.
Sounds about right. I mean, people used to think it's 20% down, and it's you don't have to have that much money down. There's even some 1% loan programs.
Yeah, there is.
Down.
So UWN, we talked about, they actually have a program that it's a 3% on conventional. You put 1% down, the bank is going to put 2% down, and it's free. It's not like it's that's a second lien. It's not like you have to pay higher interest on that. It's a 1% down program, and they'll put down the 2% for a conventional loan. So
wow.
Yeah, it's a great program. There's income restrictions on that. Another program would be a 3% down conventional with no income restrictions. So that's a great program as well that competes with FHA.
Wow. Yeah, there's so many misnomers in the real estate space, and especially with the NAR lawsuit last year that confused a lot of people. I've heard so many different things when I talk to expired listing, canceled listings. Sometimes when I call on the expireds, and they'll say, "Well, why didn't you sell it? Why didn't you sell my house last time when it was on with the other realtor?" On an expired listing. Then I have to explain, well, first of all, it's the listing agent's job to get the property sold, price it appropriately, market it appropriately. And then buyers and buyer agents will search those properties and figure out, hey, this is one that fits our box. It fits our needs and wants analysis. That's something that we would see. So I have to, kind of explain those things. But then, especially when you get into commission, it just causes a lot of confusion. That whole NAR lawsuit is just so confusing for people.
I see it. I still see it. Right? They just don't understand that it's still the same, right? So I mean, it all works out, but yeah, it's very confusing for a lot of people.
Yeah, just removed it from the MLS. So in other words, we can't put it on the MLS now. So before realtors make an offer, they call, text, email, and say, "Hey, what's the co-broker commission, or are your sellers offering a co-broker commission on this deal?" And nothing's changed as far as motivation. Human motivation is the same. Look, if you pay me a fair commission, I'll do the deal with you. If you don't pay me a fair commission, I'm not going to promote this deal to my buyers. I'll take them to the next house down the street.
Yeah.
That's essentially what it boils down to, right?
Right, yeah. I mean, you get paid for your words, right? You work hard, you're the best around. So, I mean, essentially they should. It was your commission in the beginning. When you get to list that price, it was your commission. You're giving it to the buyer's agent essentially in the beginning anyway.
Right,
so
it flows through the listing agent.
Yes, flows through the listing agent. So when people understand that, if they want their house sold, they're going to pay the commission.
Yeah, they're going to motivate the buy side. They're going to motivate the listing side agent. And that's a kind of a confusing point for some homeowners. They just don't get it. And, of course, in America, the litigious society that we're in, you had some brokers some lawyers up in Chicago, I believe, is where that NAR lawsuit originated. and they say, "Oh, this poor guy was forced to pay a commission."
Yeah, right.
No, he wasn't forced. No. It's all negotiable.
It's all negotiable.
It's always been negotiable. It's still
I know,
negotiable.
it's a crazy thing. It's
Isn't
always
it?
It's been negotiable. Always been negotiable. He wasn't forced to do it.
Exactly.
That's why I didn't understand how it even stayed. But yeah,
how did that lawsuit go anywhere? But yeah, that's true. All right, we're talking with Jeff Hoffman here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. I'm your host, Brandon Rimes, your local real estate agent, and Jeff's your local mortgage loan originator. He'll meet with you. He'll consult with you. He'll help you kind of hold your hand through that process. We got to take a quick break, but when we talk programs, debt service coverage ratio, really hot program happening right now. It's very limited documentation that you have to provide. Really cool programs. We're going to talk with Jeff Hoffman here more on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Follow us online at Brandon Rimes 1 at CQB Show. And please subscribe to the YouTube Rumble channel there, Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rimes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com.
Tired of long lines at the airport? Check out Tampa Bay's premier private jet source. I'm Brandon Rimes for Will Smith Aviation. Aircraft management, acquisition, and sales, luxury jet escapes, and packages. Check them out online. WillSmithAviation.com. That's WillSmithAviation.com. Or call the show. I'll put you right in touch directly with Captain Will Smith. AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com for all of your non-woke, American-made products. American values, Christian, conservative American values. Say hello to my business partner, Jim McCune at AmericaFirstPatriotStore.com. DavidReynoldsJewelryandCoin.com. Say hello to Shane Socash, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show, 4009 Central Avenue, St. Petersburg, online at DavidReynoldsJewelryandCoin.com for all of your precious metals and jewelry design. DavidReynoldsJewelryandCoin.com. Hey, Brandon Rimes here for Jason Coble, owner of Coble Law. Coble Law has been handling injury cases in Tampa for the past 14 years and has a specialized approach focused on limiting client cost and maximizing client profit. TampaWorkCompLaw.com. TampaWorkCompLaw.com. Jason Coble, longtime friend of the Consumer Quarterback Show, personal injury law, and work comp law. Hey, Brandon Rimes here for our friends at TargetSurveying.net. For all of your surveying needs, land surveying firm providing services for real estate since 1992, and they are statewide. Check them out online, TargetSurveying.net. That's TargetSurveying.net. Selling commercial, vacant land, or residential properties? Don't leave money on the table. List with the Platinum MVP team at Keller Williams Realty. I'm Brandon Rimes. You can reach me at 813-917-1894. Call or text 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. That's consumerqb, like quarterback.com. Buying, selling, investing, or refinancing? We would love to talk to you. Thank you so much and have a blessed day.
You're listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-917-1894.
All right, welcome back here. Consumer Quarterback Show. Jeff Hoffman here in studio with me on the Consumer Quarterback Show. Nationwide residential capital. We're going to talk about some of the misnomers in the industry. Also, this DSCR loan, a debt service coverage ratio. And he's got some interesting success story as well. We're going to talk about here coming up on the show. A couple of hot listings. We'll jump right back into it. We got 1905 Horseshoe Drive in Plant City. We list properties throughout the state of Florida. You know, you listen to the show, you say, man, you got Hernando Beach, Riverview, Palm Harbor listings, Tampa listings, Weeki Wachee Marina for sale. You got properties all over the state. Yes, we do. About 45 current listings. This one's on Horseshoe Drive in Plant City. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage. 2,300 square foot living space there, and just under a quarter-acre lot. Beautiful pool, screened-in patio, beautiful lanai there, lighter color on the interior, and a great community. Newer flooring and appliances, all with recently installed. Now, this is in Walden Lake, offers walking trails, dog park, playgrounds as well. HOA is only $73 a month, super low HOA there. 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car garage, 1905
Horseshoe Drive in beautiful Plant City, Florida. Great opportunity to buy real estate right here in beautiful Tampa Bay. 5466 and 5476 Cyril Drive in Tampa, that's Dade City. We got vacant land for sale. This is 2 side-by-side parcels of land. You've got acreage for sale in Dade City, up-and-coming area, beautiful area in that Dade City spot up north, a little bit further north. You got 209 feet of frontage on the Withlacoochee River, waterfront land for sale in across 2 lots. One lot already has impact fees paid, offering great savings. Property is partially cleared. You got a power pole there. Check out Cyril Drive, Dade City. Got beautiful mature trees, lush Florida landscape, paved roads as well in Dade City. You can see all of our listings and search the MLS at platinummvpteam.kw.com. And you can see all of our radio, TV show expert contributors at consumerqb.com. All right, Jeff, we're kind of teasing this DSCR loan program. Tell us about it, sir.
It is a hot investment program. It's been around for quite some time now, but it's caught fire because the rates have gone down so much on this program. So basically, it's for investment properties, and you don't need any income, zero income, no employment. You can close a loan in an LLC. You can own title in an LLC, and it goes by the cash flow, right? So a client of mine just went under contract and on a property, put 25% down. No income, no employment. Rentals $3,000, mortgage payments $2,700, cash flows $300 a month.
I love that.
The rate's 6.25%, APR was 6.6, and it's a 30-year fixed loan.
Wow.
So, yeah.
What a winner. I mean, that's a winning deal right there.
Oh, yeah. The advantage is because you can close an LLC. Right?
Yes.
You can't do that on a conventional loan. And the rates on this program are lower than a conventional loan right now.
Why would I want to close in an LLC?
Protection, right? So
Okay.
it's, and if you hold the actual loan itself in an LLC, then it doesn't report on your personal credit.
And then your tenants they sue the LLC, that type of thing.
Absolutely, right?
Yep.
Yes, for sure.
DSCR loans, Jeff Hoffman, Nationwide Residential Capital, nationwiderc.com. Give us a recent success story, Jeff.
Yeah, so I had a client that we were looking and we're working on their income and calculated, and we calculate the income and submit the loan. And the advantage that I have with versus the bank is that if I don't agree with the underwriter and they don't agree with me, I can take it to another bank. If you work for a bank, you got to stick with that same bank. And what happens is that what loan originators do is that they believe that whatever the underwriter says means it's solid gold, right? It can't be changed.
Right.
They don't make mistakes. So, but yeah, for a loan, I had I didn't agree with how they calculated the income, and they disagreed with how it should be and how Fannie Mae looks at the income. So I took it to another bank and got it approved. They were denied from somebody else, right? They came over to me. I looked at it. Bank didn't, they didn't agree with what I had. But the good news is I took another bank and we closed the loan because they agree with how I presented it. So
yeah, and they're going to be a little bit more liberal maybe, and then some of the underwriters. Think about it. The underwriter, if they have a certain amount of fallout or whatever they call it, where they go to default, they get fired.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, so they don't want to sign off on it, right?
Yeah.
So that's the thing is that they may not want to sign off on it, and so there's a guideline that they can sign off on, right?
Yeah.
They can look at it, and it's the ability to repay the loan, right?
Yeah.
And so you just gotta formulate the loan, because a lot of times loans are denied not because of the borrowers themselves, it's because of loan originators not knowing how to structure loans.
Right. Now, a quick word on self-employed. You have bank statement loans, things like that.
Bank statements is a huge loan for self-employed, because if they're not claiming enough income, we can use their bank statements. We can average their deposits in their bank statements to qualify for a loan. A lot of investors do. A lot of self-employed borrowers do this because whether they're going to either pay the IRS a bunch of money, or just do this program and show the bank statements and qualify that way.
Yeah, I've seen people even go back to their accountants for the last 2 years. Hey, redo my taxes. Let's go ahead and pay a little bit more. I got to qualify for this nice house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they amend those returns and do it that way.
Amended returns. That's
amended
right.
returns. Yeah.
All right, Jeff Hoffman. Thanks for coming in, man.
Thank you.
Nationwide Residential Capital. Check them out online, nationwiderc.com. Also, consumerqb.com if you want to call the show. Submit an email form there, consumerqb.com. And another great show. Hey, look, we had Avery Rose on the front end representing Murphy Auto Group. Of course, Jeff Hoffman, mortgage loan originator. We want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness. Do something kind for one another. Be a force for good in the community
we'll see you next time. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rimes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Call Brandon Rimes at 813-917-1894. That's 813-917-1894. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for The Consumer Quarterback Show.